That's how the road looks like, friends, if you are going to Kherson. And there is nothing unusual about it. No one is surprised anymore. Quick-built improvised shelters like these are installed all over the city. Just a concrete cube protected. Right away, the wall is a toss, a turn that paints the dental shelf. And here is a room, according to the laws of the PSI 99 and 9, that not a single chip will fly here. Here are the electricity outlets. Right now. Because there is electricity in the fact that the city is flooded, half the city is flooded like this. Hurry up, and I'm sure the outlets are working. Check out, brothers, what a fierce homemade balcony, made either from a bus cab, or from a tram trailer, but it looks more like a bunker. But the most interesting thing is that people even live here and there is someone else inside. That's it, boys, you ride around Kherson. And while I was washing my hands in the restaurant, Bam Bam came out and flew right through the center of the city. Here is such a frontline situation.
Drive faster.
Yes, everything is fine.
Fuck, it's not okay, go faster.
Yes, you're fine. But, friends, as in Kherson, in the city, in a residential building, a flooded quarter looks like, which goes downhill. Here is an ordinary residential street descending. It's getting dark now, sorry for the sun rays. There's a city as if nothing had happened, and here the pop and went water. What is the maximum depth known?
With help, 6 meters, they said, 15.
Ah, well, on the second floor. There's a high-rise building further on, a boat will arrive now and now we will sail there.
Yeah.
Look, brothers, the most ordinary quarter. If there were cars parked here, they would be flooded almost to the ceiling. And they don't do something. Dogs just force it. And there they found dry land. Is there dry land?
Well, yes.
What was that all about?
I don't know. Friends, a lot of factories were flooded, the whole port was flooded, the seaport was flooded, all sorts of oil storage facilities were flooded, a bunch of everything was flooded. And all the oil, fuel oil, the cemetery was washed and everything went to the Dnieper. Everything went here. This is exactly an environmental disaster. Look at how dirty the water is, it's kapets. I don't know if fish eat this, it's a horror. Some kind of palace, yes, rich.
Here the water has fallen, the water line shows that it was a meter higher. Either a bank, or some kind of institution. And like these throats, turtle doves.
Bouquet, friends, bangs all bangs, bangs and continues to bang. These are the kind of fences that we usually climb in the halls, in factories somewhere. That is, how much is it? 3 meters, probably, yes, in height.
3.5, yes.
And then erase it all together. I'm home, a square.
Awesome, guys, just a flooded block. And here, until recently, people were walking, cars were parked. I really am not ready to say now at what specific speed the water was, but fortunately it has already begun to descend. And in 2 weeks there will already be a dry floor here, but it will not be dry, it will be covered with some kind of sticky stuff. It will be a separate story to clean up everything and put it in order. Awesome, the arch. Despite the fact that these are ordinary panels, these are the standard ones in which we live, familiar to our eye. Listen, I'm sure that there's someone still sitting there in these huts anyway. See here what the water level was pushed Sanin. Look, the cars are flooded, here. Pay attention, friends, you won't see it in the general plan, but if I zoom in. Oh, no, they were looping. They're not, out, 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 out. People are walking. Awesome. And already the dry land begins. Look, guys, who can determine the make of the car by anyone inside is completely filled with water and the stripes are very clearly visible, as the water fell down in steps. But she was almost completely submerged underwater.
At the entrance.
Look at the water marks how much there was, and what was interesting was probably a little bit higher than the window sill. Interestingly, these first floors are standing in the water now, maybe even water seeps through the stones and gets inside there. Sonia, can you open the passwords? Do you know these?
Let's try it now.
But I am sure that the entrance is completely flooded with water. Naturally, there is no tightness here. And, listen, if there is no electricity, then maybe it is open.
And we'll try.
Guys, don't get too far away. Like so flooded.
Oh, where to?
There, already. No, it's all the same there. Quiet, quiet, quiet. It's open. That is, this. These houses are de-energized. You see, there is water in the entrance completely. Yes.
And now we will take a picture of the transformer. The booth is laid, the parapet from the tree is broken.
And you're right there. Are you Skilky already sitting here?
All my life, then I gave up.
And the water? How long have you been in water confinement here?
Well, how much? From the first day.
Is this the 5th day already?
Well, probably.
And how do you eat there?
Don't worry, I'm on you. Haha.
Thank you.
What do you do?
Defrost the meat.
And how many people live at home at all?
Well, there are already 15 or 20 people.
Seriously? And you don't go out at all or somehow overreact?
No, son, my legs hurt, I'm not getting old. Then it's a neighbor from the 5th floor. She goes to the roof, then from the roof and go there to your house. There she is, a woman and an old one already under 90 years old. She's already eating.
Do you have any water?
Food, I'm on the street.
Not, well, that is, stocks in bottles, but in taps are mute.
In cranes,
Oh, is it coming from the crane?
In the taps, they go and talk, and everyone said that they say. And I asked, we have one woman working in a water utility. He says that he also checked the water is very good.
Do you like skikiraki?
For me.
Yes.
Thank God, yes. Throw it and die.
And how do you assess this situation? Here you have lived your life and now in your old age this is it.
We have him giving 4. Sko. There's his damn bones to him. Nemen and gas and light.
Some, connected. Everyone will take a nap very soon.
Yes, I think that. As the saying goes, glory to the dumping forces of Ukraine.
Forever glory.
It fell.
Well, the roots turned out from the water.
Do the roots weaken from the water?
Of course.
A huge tree also fell on the phone booth. Awesome. Wait, how can that be? She says that there is water in the apartment. Can this technically be?
And what can't be?
Just like the valves are all flooded, they came out of it.
Friends, that's exactly what it is at all awesome. And such conditions. And people still live. Can you imagine what flooded? People don't leave their apartments, they still stay in their tension places. And life goes on as if they even have water there. And they communicate somehow. Some even manage to run through the pipes to their neighbors somehow. Both. Bangs, bangs hard. That's it, friends, Kherson, help. Everything will be Ukraine. The water is sinking slowly, see? Still comes in.
And someone, hey, just managed to make a climb.
Including, most likely.
They have fresh deposits. It's fine.
Slowly.
And you don't go out at all.
Where to?
Here.
No, don't you go out through the roof, through the next entrance.
Wow.
What's the day of imprisonment?
It's getting dark. Yes, 4th. The fourth.
Well, is there water, food? There is. That is.
Thank God.
And what do you do? Go visit each other.
Eden, right?
And tell me, how quickly did this yard flood like this? In a day. That is, people were watching it before their very eyes. And how? Half left, and half decided that everything would be okay. Or how, in principle, he did not leave ours, and in general, no one really left. Yes, did they think it would go up to the third floor there? We didn't think. Well, wasn't it kind of scary? There wasn't. And what do they say, after how long will the water come down completely? 4 days later. It's going to be dry, isn't it? Well, yes. Well, God forbid. Have a nice evening too.
Dear friends, glory to Ukraine. Glory to the dropped forces of Ukraine. Glory to our heroes who are now fighting and defending our freedom. If there were no orcs now, there would not have been this whole flooding, this whole grief, this human misfortune. So Trima, someone helps everyone I know. We will stick together. Ukraine, and glory to Ukraine, and heroes, glory to our warriors. Wiki glory.
Cheburashka. Tell me, were you in Kherson during the occupation?
Yes.
Well, how long has Kherson been under occupation? 9 months. And what was happening here? What did you see?
Nothing. It's fine. They helped people, helped the elderly, helped children, helped the poor.
Did the Russians help?
They helped with money, food, helped.
And you are the area of Kherson, right?
Yes.
And what would you like Kherson to be in Ukraine or in Russia?
I do not know how. Me. I'm not the boss, but I think there should be places.
And what do you think about Russia at all? About the fact that she attacked Ukraine like this?
She didn't attack.
And how?
They helped people.
But I know that you really don't like it when they say glory to Ukraine.
I didn't understand.
Well, don't you like it when they say glory to Ukraine? Do you disagree with this statement?
I disagree.
And how?
Everything should be peaceful. Agree. And there is no need for war, no war.
And what do you think about this war in general?
It was the rich who made the war. There's nowhere to put the money, and they decided.
And the rich from which side?
And whose?
Well, do you, agree that Russia is a country of terrorists?
No.
No, well, the fact that they specifically shelled Ukrainian peaceful cities. How should I regard this?
I haven't seen or heard.
Do you think it's not true? And who fired at Kherson? Kherson who shot?
I don't know. Well,
what do you think?
It happens that Ukraine fires, but here everything falls on Russia.
Ukraine is firing, but is it blaming Russia?
Yes.
And do you think it was the same with Kherson?
Everywhere.
Had something.
This.
Russia.
Where?
Kushak.
3 days are glad to ask again. Are you happy in Russia that you are in Ukraine?
Right here. Where?
Right here. At bus stops.
No, here.
I was born under a fence. Well, in Ukraine they are happy to read everything. Well. And what do you think about Putin?
The smartest man.
Well, this. A positive personality.
Positively.
So, what about Zelensky?
I absolutely don't know.
Don't approve of his activities?
No.
What do you think about Lukashenko?
Lukashenko, and there should be such a man.
A wonderful lad.
Master, yes.
Okay, then tell me the question on the backfill. Who's Crimea? Well, have a mountain day.